Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So I just heard Cali Enigma's video. Shout out to Cali Enigma. Go subscribe. Jermall Charlo will come back in December. It would have to be the 1st or the 8th because if he doesn't have the Canelo fight, I don't believe he has a Canelo fight based off what we heard. I know Ronnie Shields was suggesting yesterday, 2 days ago, that they were trying to get the Canelo fight or waiting on the Canelo fight, but the WBC says he has a voluntary defense. Why would Canelo fight him with a voluntary defense? That would have to be a mandatory. So I'm going to lean on the fact that the fight will either be the 1st or the 8th on the undercard or on the replay of Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury on Showtime. We know as growing up and being adults, they always have a fight on the replay. You understand? So hopefully it'll be a card out in Houston. I'll definitely be out there for that. If that happens, I'll make the trip out to Houston. But here's the caveat. Here's I want to throw out. If David Benavidez is stripped, think about this for a second. I want you guys to follow me for a second. Just a conversation piece. If David Benavidez is stripped at 168, should Jermall Charlo move up to 168 and fight Darrell for a vacant belt? Just an idea. If you don't know, Jermall Charlo barely makes 160. You know what I mean? By his own admission. He didn't say it in so many words, but when you put the interviews together, just go back and watch my interviews. You can totally tell that 160 is the lowest he can go. He can't make 154 again even if he tried. But yeah, man. But it's just an idea. Would you advise him to go up to 168, or would you say wait and wait and wait for the opportunity at Canelo? Let me know. I'm going to bed, man. I gotta get up an hour early because I got to do a full workout because I want to be early for the press conference. Press conference starts at 12, but I want to be ready to roll by 9:30. I'm gonna miss my boxing workout because the boxing gym will open up till 9, and I think I'm gonna go run and go straight to the weight room and then take Lincoln to work and then head over to the hotel. But anyways, man, barbershop conversation, just something to have a conversation about. Feel free to talk to your friends. Our job is sometimes to create news as well, create content. But I don't know what's gonna happen with David Benavidez. I'm definitely not wishing the worst on this kid. The school teacher in me always wants to give a young adult multiple chances, not just one. You know what I mean? So cocaine, yes, cocaine is one hell of a drug. I got to say that to appease the contemporary crowd. And but slap on the wrist, maybe. Slap on the wrist. I don't know if they're going to suspend him, but if they suspend him, they got to strip him. Because now the WBC, they only give you a year to defend your belt. And I think the last time he fought was in February on the undercard of Danny Garcia. So if he's just suspended 6 months, they would have to strip him. So anyways, man, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And what is the WBC doing? I'm just going to hold my water until the end of the convention when I know all the details, because I don't want to give you guys a half a story and then I realize that I've given you guys the wrong information. But I'm real interested to see what the WBC is doing because I'm lost. I'm baffled. We have all these great fights. The WBC is in the driver's seat in terms of belts, in terms of fighters that have the belts, and in terms of fighter opposition to fight for their belt. So barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And should Jermall Charlo go up to 168 if they strip David Benavidez? Let me know, because I think Andre Darrell is the mandatory or something close to the man. I don't know if he is the mandatory, but something close to it, because they were supposed to fight on the Porter undercard, David Benavidez and Andre Darrell, but that fell through, and then they're supposed to fight in December. They were literally supposed to fight on the undercard, and I know this because I spoke to executives. they want him to have a fight in LA really, 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 really bad. So I would assume that they probably would have had him on the Santa Cruz undercard, something like that, Mikey Garcia undercard, and then it was pushed to Sean Porter, and then I would assume that they would have loved to have him, would have had him on the Wilder Fury. But anyways, barbershop conversation. I got to go to bed and talk to you guys soon. I'll holla. Thank you guys.